Hello, welcome back to the channel where I have the all-new, all-singing, all-dancing Bentley Batur, which is very limited in number, very high in price. So I'm just going to tell you what it's like and then take it for a decent drive up this road just here.
The Batur is the product of Bentley's Mulliner coach building division, and there will only be 18 customer cars costing £1.6 million each plus local taxes, so £2 million in the UK. It's based on the Continental GT Speed, but there are a considerable number of changes. The bodywork, which is meant to preview the design language of future Bentleys, is all carbon fibre, although it only takes the curb weight down by 40 kilograms. So this is still a 2.2 tonne car, because, as we'll see, it's still a luxury car. The engine is Bentley's famous W12, receiving the final changes in its 20-year history before Bentley retires it next year. Here it makes 740 brake horsepower, 750 metric horses, and a whopping 738 pounds-foot of torque, a nice round 1,000 Newton meters. That's enough to propel the Batur to 62 miles an hour in 3.4 seconds and on to 209 miles an hour as a top speed. Inside, there are even more changes, up to and including 3D printed gold switches. So, let's take a look.
Now, the people from Mulliner say that while other sports car, supercar, performance car manufacturers will sort of just ramp up the performance with their special models, what they're going to do in this is broaden the reach so it has more performance. And it does. Does have a lot of performance. But also they have broadened out its sort of luxury credentials, because in making a bespoke one-off car where everything is literally hand finished, they can put more attention to sealing and to NVH and things like that. So apparently this car should be even quieter than the standard Continental GT. And we kind of get used to productionizing things, making life easier, and making cars seal better, making cars more refined all the time. But apparently this does give them the opportunity to broaden the luxury spec out as well. So let's just take it away from that sort of sport mode, stick it back in comfort. It's raining on the windscreen slightly, which doesn't help the NVH levels, but I'm doing about 50 miles an hour. And it is dead quiet, to be fair. It is really quiet. I reckon you could spend a long time in a car like this, driving to your favourite bit of the world, where your favourite roads are. You can just feel it around these corners, even though I'm sort of, just eased off and backed off. Just around these corners, you can feel the active rear steer just to help turn what is still quite a big, heavy car. And I think you could spend loads of time and get to your favourite place where you want to drive, and then drive up and down some canyon or mountain roads and have a rather nice time. Is it worth all the money? Well, they're all sold. So yeah, of course it is. That is the way of things. Bentley upped its output by 4% last year, but increased its profits by like 80%, something like that. It's had in the last 5 years, it's had a shift from its biggest loss ever to last year its biggest profit ever. Almost like £1 billion shift. It made £750 million last year. It's off the scale by making no fewer cars. And the short of it is that people are willing to spend loads of money on bespoke cars and things that other people do not have. And I've got to say, you are getting something pretty special that other people do not have. So that's it from us. Please join us again here over on YouTube. You can find us also at autocar.co.uk. We do a great podcast called My Week in Cars, which is available every Wednesday, as is the magazine, which you can get on digital subscription or in print, as it has been published weekly since 1895. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.